Hey guys, it's Kevin, and I'm here in Oakland, California, across from San Francisco. Here comes Donovan skating down this park. My friend Ira Serkes is over here, and he is a Berkeley native, well known to all of real estate world. And I met Ira, I don't know, 2008, and again, he's an icon in the real estate world.
But not an icon.
Not an icon.
Guy.
He's a guy, yeah. And I've got the Nikon over here that he's teaching me how to use. So this trip now becomes a business trip.
Oh, cool. Hey, right.
So this is Ira Serkes, native of Berkeley, California, and formerly from New York, right?
Well, I'm an engineer, so I got to be precise. Born in Manhattan, grew up in the Bronx, now live in Berkeley, California. When I moved to California, I got issued my blonde hair, blue eyes, and surfboard. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And we're in Emeryville, California, and just above the hedge, just to this other side of the hill, is Pixar. Their second place, the original one, was up in Point Richmond. Now, it's the 5th of July in the San Francisco Bay Area, so you notice that I'm wearing a hat and a jacket. This is typical summer weather, but I'll take my sunglasses off so you can see my beautiful... No, I don't have blue eyes anymore. We're still brown. And welcome to my hood.
This is so great. I mean, Donovan said, Dad, I don't know why we're going back to California. And some of my friends I've talked to, former Cincinnatians, are really loving it out here as well.
Yeah, well, he's going to say, Dad, can we go back to California? Why are we going back to Cincinnati? I mean, you got a cool bridge there, I know that. But Roebling, that was his test drive before he did the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's right.
But you come on out here.
Yeah, so how was real estate in your market area?
Well, put it this way. I just saw my friend Lee Thomas Brown talking about a pre-foreclosure foreclosure she's doing with a $37.5 price. And, well, our deposit checks are higher than that. The median selling price is over $1 million in Berkeley. And typically we'll get anywhere from 5 to 7 offers. The selling price for median overbid is 15% above the asking price, but we've documented with several of our clients overbids of 50% or more. That's 50% or more.
How do you determine a list price?
Well, part of the thing is you want to ideally have a list price will generate 2 or 3 offers. But sometimes you simply don't know. We sold a house that was within hearing distance and walking distance of a BART station. That's a direct line to San Francisco. And it backed onto a ballpark, and I figured these are disadvantages, but it turns out that the accessibility to BART and be able to walk to public transit was a big plus, and we got 17 offers for our clients, selling a long-loved, long-lived-in family home. They came as infants and they were in their 60s, and completely transformed it and sold for 53% above asking price. Couldn't have predicted that. It was the highest selling price of a home of its size in the city of El Cerrito ever. And we do that again and again.
So as a veteran in this business, how do you go and tell your customers that you really can't predict the prices?
Well, there's a good expression. If you tell people you don't know what the price will be, then you look like you don't know what you're doing. So what do we tell our clients is that buyers are willing to offer unpredictable amounts for money, and it's our job to sell your home for the highest possible price. And they love hearing that. Now, the flip side of that is when we have a buyer, they want to know how much should we offer. And in ancient times, like 3 or 4 years ago, we do what's called comps. And now what happens is we don't know what somebody's willing to buy. In this market, people have more money than they have time. So they're willing to bid more just to get the house. But I'm an engineer by training. And what turns out that there's no relationship between how many people come to an open house and how many people make an offer. There's a strong relationship between how many people ask to review the disclosure packages and how many people write an offer. About 1/4 to 1/3 of them do it. And there's another strong correlation between how many people make an offer and what it sells for. And I keep on telling my realtor friends that, and of course they don't believe me, so I just keep on doing it and don't tell them anymore.
Let me hit you with one more quick question. If you have, and obviously we're in a very good market, correct?
Yeah, and this too will change.
Yes, it will. What do you tell your seller who is not getting the showings and is just stunned that All the other houses around him are popping off the market, just selling, and his is not. What do you tell him?
Well, we're highly analytical, so we basically tell them your house is priced too high.
But how could my beautiful house be?
Well, because people cannot see the gold-plated nails that you've used. In this market, if you don't have 2 or 3 offers within about a 3-week period, it's priced too high for the current market conditions. And you may have a beautiful house, but your beautiful house is now being sold, used to sell someone else's house who's priced more in line with the market.
All right, you couldn't have said it better. What a dream. We're out here in California learning and having a blast. And I guess just for one last quick shot, you can see over the edge here is where Pixar is. And we didn't know that till we got here.
You got Pixar, huh?
We got Pixar in the video. So, Ira, thanks, and we'll get more to you guys.
My pleasure. Come on down.